Beautiful music, isn't it? Soothing. Well, let's get started this morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Positive Living Center. You all look very familiar to me. I don't think we have any newcomers this morning. And good morning to those on Zoom. Wave at me if you can hear me. Thank you. Good to see all of you. Thank you for that music, Patty. That was,
Yeah. Be careful, you're going off the screen.
it was sweet. Oh, you don't want to?
Oh, now you're good. Now you're good.
Okay. Well, it is August. So starting next month, I'm going to start reminding you that Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming.
What about Halloween?
We don't care about Halloween. We just care about
Solstice.
solstice. We got so many things coming up, but you got to get your stuff ready for the holiday. Oh, I know this can go on and on. I know. I'm just focusing on the major holidays. This year, 2022, has been deemed the year of creating healthy lifestyles. And the topics and themes for August are for physical health values, mental health responsibility, and spiritual health peace. I look forward to hearing all of our speakers this month to hear what they have to say about these three fabulous topics. We're going to move into meditation here in a moment. I'd like for Patty to play a little something again to kind of get us to that point where we all get very peaceful and very quiet.
Thank you, Joe.
Mm.
I'm going to do a chant here. It's actually a poem by my teacher in San Jose, Yogeshara Ellen Grace O'Brien. And she wrote this poem and we wrote the music to it. And this is for Angie, because I know he likes it.
Yeah.
Holy Mother, in your fire, purify my heart's desire. Freedom in your love is mine. Freedom in your grace divine. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Holy Mother, in your fire, purify my heart's desire. Freedom in your love is mine. Freedom in your grace divine. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Holy Mother, in your fire, purify my heart's desire. Freedom in your love is mine. Freedom in your grace divine. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Swaha.
Let's go within. Let's get still and be right here, physically, mentally, spiritually. my God Spirit, let us focus our attention on our values, our responsibilities, and also in peace. With your guidance, God, we roll into August, knowing who and what we are and what is ours to do. All we do is in peace. And so it is. Welcome back, everyone. Yes, Patty, that was a lovely, lovely song for meditation. I can see why Reverend Angelo likes that song. Beautiful. It's time for our spiritual thought. And I'm going to ask Reverend LaWanna both come up here and give us her thoughts. We give her a little love this morning. Good morning.
Ta-da! Good morning. I turn the is that turning the volume up? Let me just get closer. Good morning. Good morning. My spiritual thought this morning is going to be on the topic of peace. And I've got an Ernest Holmes quote to start us off. It says, any thought which tends to inspire, to comfort, and to give peace to the mind is good. And I also have a Carl Jung quote that I just thought was so lovely. Let's see if I can say this. It says, your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. And I just, it reminded me that we're always awakening to the more that is already who we are. That peace actually is, even when it feels like it's missing. Even when we don't feel intimate with it. It is. Peace is. I can hang on to the ideas of peace being alive even when I'm not feeling it. More today than I ever could. And when I say hang on to the idea of it, I'm saying that I believe it to be true until it shows up. Even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. So with peace being the theme and thinking about that and having two rambunctious kittens in the house, chasing after each other, looking like they might take each other down, ears back, tails swooshing, grabbing each other and kicking and doing a headlock and all that's going on. And then the next minute they're laying together and sleeping. And then just give them a little bit after the sleeping and then they get it and they're at it again. And they just continue to show us so many sides. Joe goes, I'm seeing new sides of them every day, new aspects of their being. So I'm sleeping in my sleepful peace this morning. I'm just so chilled out. Joe's got the door closed for a while, but before, I'm sorry, it was before the door was closed. They're running over the bed and he's trying to get two of them out of there because they are fun. And so he grabs one of them. He goes, where's the other one? Now I'm asleep, folks. And Joe goes, where's the other one? But I kind of thought it might be there. So I just did that while I was with my eyes closed, cracking me up. And then they woke me up because the door opened and they both flew in and they wanted to be on the back of the headboard getting the wreath. So one of them's hanging off the wreath. And I get to go grab that first thing once my eyes pop open. And then later on, so I'm thinking about peace. I'm thinking about peace as I'm grabbing them, putting them, getting them out of their predicaments. And then I'm getting ready for church, and Johnny gets in the little etagere, the little thing you hold towels and other pretties in. He thinks the towels are his bed that he can sit in while he's watching whatever is going on in the bathroom. And I'm closing drawers, I'm making racket, I'm doing things, putting the mirror on the counter and it's making noise. And he's over here going, and not disturbed at all. So his ability to be in peace, even with all that ruckusiness of bathroom stuff happening, drawers closing and opening and stuff. I'm going, you guys woke me up with one wreath pull. So that's very much in the physical, what we experience with regard to peace. And then we can go deeper, deeper, deeper within ourselves through meditation, through contemplation, through letting go of the thoughts that no longer serve us and centering in, just centering in. For me, peace shows up when I'm okay with everything that's happening, when I have no resistance, when I let that go. Peace happens for me when I don't blame, when I let that go. Peace happens for me when I feel centered, when there's equilibrium and balance in my mind, in my heart. And the one thing I can always rely upon is peace is. And we didn't make that. It was made by Source. And it continues to be made by Source, and it is always available to us. I believe that with all my being. It is always available to us no matter what's going on. Peace is. From the hippie days, I wanted to say peace out.
Thank you, LJ. Yes, our little darlings at home. I get up at 5 every morning and let them out of our bathroom area so they can get out and romp around. They have food and everything they need in there. But I try to grab them up and get them out of the bedroom so that the one can continue to sleep. And that's not always an easy thing to do. But when I get out some canned food, it seems like I have all their attention for that. So yeah, they are quite a handful. I got a new scratch mark today, kind of letting me know that we're thinking about you, Daddy. Lord. Patty, you have some more music for us.
I sure do, yeah. Somos el barco, somos el mar, y navegamos en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea. I sail in you, you sail in me. The stream sings it to the river sings it to the sea. The sea sings it to the boat that carries you and me. Somos el barco, somos el mar, y navega en ti. sail in you sail in me. Boat that we are sailing on is built by many hands. The sea that we are sailing on touches every land. Somos el barco, somos el mar. Navega on ti, tu navegas on me. We are the boat, we are the sea. I sail in you sail in me. So with our hopes we set the sails and face the winds once more. And with our hearts chart the rivers never sailed before. Somos el barco, somos el mar. Navega on ti, tu navegas on me. We are the boat, we are the sea. I sail in you sail in me.
Patty Hummel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Patty. Beautiful song. Oh, it's time for our main speaker this morning, and you all know her, you all love her as I do. I'm going to bring up Reverend Sandy West. Good morning.
I'm getting like Angelo. I'm up here before you introduce me.
I know, he was always doing that to me. Why don't you come up here and I'll sit your.
Take this one down. Okay, can you hear me okay? Oh, LJ, I was trying to figure out how many years ago I can remember Peace Out. It was over 60 years ago. I was in high school. My eldest sister was up at Berkeley, and I went up to spend a summer with her, and boy, was it an education. There was Peace Park, there was peace marches, all of this going on, you know, and it was just, she had friends. I remember one guy, Ron, was painting his apartment, and it was all purples and all different shades of colors. And then she had a friend who was doing electronic music, and I mean, it just, all the things that people were doing and experiencing. The one thing, I didn't see a lot of peace, but I did see a lot of life. There was a lot of life up there. But boy, that's a memory it brought back. Just, wow, there was some fun there. Oh, and Patty, you put me in such a meditative state. I got to get my mind straight now to get on track. So today we're talking about values, responsibility, and of course, peace. And when I put those things together, it's a conversation with God, what comes together. And I never, when I go and look for them for the month that we're going to do them, understand why those three went together. And after I spent time meditating on this and thinking about it, it really came together for me. And starting with values, life is all about values. What do we value? What's important to us? Are we living our values? And I thought about that. You know, we haven't had the peace from long ago, and we keep having peace marches and people wanting peace, but there are wars all over our planet. And how many people are living their values? I mean, think about it. Think of the Catholic Church and the Pope. Yet how many years has sexual abuse been tolerated and hidden? That's a lie. and they lied to people about what was going on. Think about our Congress and how it works. You have someone who wants to pass something. Well, to pass it, they have to get people to support them. So this negotiation goes on where if you support this for me, I'll support that for you. So then the support that the other one, the one that you want to support you needs, could be the pork belly stuff they talk about, where somebody in his state needs something put on that bill, something passed. So it's not an integrity. It's this give and take of what works best. So where are the values? I want this little thing, but yet I give up this big thing to get the little thing. And that's what we're teaching our country, teaching all the people here. We want these things, but yet we're not role modeling them. We're not living them. We're not showing them. It goes on and on, even down to the little white lies that you tell so that you don't hurt somebody's feelings. So we have this mishmash of how we work with values. The goal to peace is living divine values. It's living in love, in beauty, in honesty, in integrity, in all of these kinds of things. And when we can live in those, that's what we see. That's what our world becomes. That's what we're experiencing. That's where we want to go. And it's our responsibility to get there. No one else can lead you there. No one else can make you do it. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And it's the same kind of thing. If I don't like what's going on in my world, what do I need to do within me individually and in my actions to make it different? How do I do that? We've had a lot of turmoil in our lives with COVID, with everything that's been going on. And that turmoil continues. How do we find peace in that? LJ told us through prayer, through meditation, through those kind of things. I find it through music. Music can take me there almost immediately. Music can take me to a meditative state, to a prayer state, to a feeling of peace almost immediately, the right kind of music for me. Not all music can do that. There's a lot of music that's very discordant and makes me want to bang my head in the wall. But to find what works for you. Essential oils work. To breathe that in and to feel the beauty in that. Looking at a flower may work. But we each need to find and start using the things that work. One of the biggest things I had to learn was how to step back and be an observer. How to not judge. I challenge you this week to see if you can make it a day without judging. And honestly, I don't think any of us do. We judge little things. Oh, that didn't taste good. Oh, the heat, it's bad. We just do all these things without even thinking about what we're thinking. We judge. And being able to learn more and more to step back. So the greater part of our day is stepping back. Isn't it interesting that the heat has risen so much today? But the good thing is I have a fan and a cooler and it works. And I have the time to sit in front of the fan and do my work that way. So you start changing it. You change the verbiage that goes with it. You change how you appreciate it, what it is. And it's worthwhile to do that. That's being a responsible spiritual person. Lifestyle has a lot to do with our spirituality. It has a lot to do with what people see about us, how they interact with us, how they feel with us, what we can do to make the world a better place. We all have a responsibility in that, to do what we can. We can't save the world. We can't fix everything. I can't stop the war overseas, but I can stop the war inside of me. I can stop the way I war with people. I have control then, responsibility, a healthy, responsible reaction. And that's what we're aiming for. What can we do in our lives? Do I go out with road rage, or do I go out with, this verbal keto kind of thing where I'm inviting people in? Go ahead and come in. I can slow down and let you in ahead of me. I don't have to race you. And I see it so many times when I'm in Fresno where people like are in the right lane knowing that there's oncoming traffic and the racing going on and off to beat that car so you can get ahead when the lane next to them is empty and they could have gone over. We need to reevaluate the decisions that we make in our actions and how our actions lead to our responses. If I don't get over to the left lane and someone coming on almost hits me, I'm going to be upset. But is it my actions that caused that to almost happen because I didn't go to the other way and allow flow, allow it to happen? So it becomes a journey of looking at us, looking in the mirror. What am I seeing about me today? Am I proud of how I acted today? Or does it need work? And it's hard to do sometimes, to look in the mirror and think, you weren't very nice today. You didn't treat people well. You pushed that one off to the side. You didn't smile at that person that smiled at you. You were in a rush. You didn't say thank you at the store. All of these things. We have time. If we allow ourselves, there's time for everything because there really is no time. So it's okay to take a couple extra minutes. You're in a rush to get home. If you get home 5 minutes later, but peaceful, as opposed to 5 minutes earlier and all upset and your stomach just rolling because of the way and the attitude you had, which one is more loving? Which one is healthier? I learned coming home from Fresno when I was working down there that I was kind of like a cow. I just got in line. And however fast or slow that line went, I was okay with. And to think about things, I used that time to pray. I used it to listen to CDs, all kinds of things. And it made a difference in my life when I started doing that. I could get home in a more relaxed state. I didn't come home so upset that I'm just jittery and things aren't getting done. And I'm spending my evening fretting about my day instead of relaxing or praying or meditating or loving or calling friends or doing nice things. My life is my responsibility. If I want peace, I have to create it. It's a creative activity. And it's all about what Hazilje says, the recognition that peace is. It's one of the attributes. Peace is always available to us if we will recognize it and accept it and open to it. It's a gifting that is ours. It's ours by divine right. We have been gifted with this. Do you ever wonder why when we have such wonderful gifts, we don't always accept them? And it goes back to self-love. We don't think we're worthy of it. And that's a hard one sometimes, that we think so little of ourselves so much of the time, when we're really marvelous beings. Look at us. Just think of the beauty and the mind and all of the potential we have, how we can go out and make a difference, and we can go out and be loving and caring and help other people and do things. But we have to do it with ourselves first. It's easier to do for others than it is to do for ourselves. There's this little part of ourselves that sees others as kind of a little less than us because they're having the trouble, but we're okay, so we're going to go help them. We play mind games with ourselves. We play mind games with ourselves to our detriment. We hurt ourselves more than anyone else in our life has ever thought of. We do such savage things to ourselves. Our thoughts hurt worse than a knife or a bullet. A knife wound can heal, a bullet can heal. But our thoughts go on, torturing ourselves many times, 24 hours a day. I say it's time to stop torturing ourselves. I say it's time to choose freedom, to choose peace, to choose to live these attributes. They're free. I don't have to pay any money. I just have to work at it, to do something with it, to think about it, to live it, to believe it, to use it. And it is a gifting. It is God's love for us. Whether you call it God, source, life, whatever it is. This unconditional love for us has all of these things available for us. Who would have thought? All of this because I am loved. That was a big thought to me, a big concept. I really am loved. I'm not getting a kiss on my cheek or a hug, but I'm getting an embrace from the frequency and the energy that surrounds me, where I can breathe in and out and feel that love and accept that peace and accept all of those attributes. It took a long time to be able to look in the mirror and see my beauty. But I have inner beauty. It's there and it's available to see the beauty in everyone else, where before I was taught to judge. Oh, look at the hair. Look at the pants. Oh, the hem isn't right on that. What a waste of time. A waste of energy. When I could have been thinking, oh, they're looking me in the eye and I can see love there. And I accept that and I gift it back. It's up to me. It's my responsibility. And there comes a time in life, and I'm there, where I'm finally old enough to quit being a child, to quit being a brat, to quit being this thing that has to fight the divine, to turn from fighting, which is a war, to loving God's source, to loving me as an individuation of it, of loving the love, of caring and accepting that that is peace, peace unlimited. And I have that in my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Sandy. I too have changed my attitude over the years about drivers around me that are trying to get past me or making me try to go faster. I should get caught up in it. And then I would just turn on some music and slow down and let them, ahead of me. And I'm like, it is a waste of time. Absolute waste of time. Now the speeders, when they go past me, I just bless them. And I'm going, CHP is looking at you now. They're not looking at me. So good day. And it helps. It's time for our offertory. And can I have a couple of volunteers come up to help me with that? Here comes one. It's a small crowd. Can you handle both of these? Can you stay here with me for a moment, buddy? Let's do our offertory statement. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you, Mr. Usher.
Joe, you want to fix your picture so we can see you?
Oh, you miss seeing me?
Surely do.
That's nice.
They only want to see so much of your chest.
I believe everyone knows, especially on Zoom, how to give your tithings toward the PLC. If you have any questions, please refer them to Reverend Missy, and she will help you with that. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, Patty. Beautiful, beautiful. Do we have any announcements this morning? Will you come up here and make your announcement? Well, I didn't know you were hurting this morning, dear. Let me give you this and speak directly into it. So you can hear you on that.
Good morning, everyone. John Lalonde called and said that there will not be a food circle probably until September or October. So they're off doing their wonderful things, and Kim is taking care of her daughter who is recuperating from her cancer surgery. But we will be having a drumstickle on the second Saturday of the month from 4 to 5 is our ceremony and our collective vibratory gift to the world. And you are all invited.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Anyone else?
I think Brenda has one on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay.
She has her hand up anyway.
Hi, my name is Michelle.
Michelle, can go all the way up.
All the way up, is that better?
Closer.
Closer?
There you
Closer,
go.
closer?
There you go.
Okay. My name is Michelle, and before moving up to Oakhurst, I attended the New Thought Community, which is a sister church down in Fresno, and went through all of their classes, Science Mind 1, 2, 3, and 4, and became a minister there a couple of years ago. They are going to be offering classes on Zoom if anybody is interested. There will be the Science of Mind 1, the foundational, and also Science of Mind 2, which is going to be Joseph Campbell. All on Zoom, so if anybody's interested, there's flyers, and I'm leaving those with LJ.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Somebody on Zoom had an announcement?
It looks like Brenda does.
Brenda?
I can't get it.
Well, we hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm trying to unmute and I'm not able to. Actually, basically, I wasn't raising my hand earlier when we were waving when we started. I was trying to do a wave.
Okay.
So I'm just saying hello, but sorry.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
It's good to see you all. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi to you, Brenda. Thank you. Anyone else with an announcement? Okay, I have a couple of quick announcements. The Frog Box is back in the corner to the left of the main doors as you head out. If you would like to write out a prayer for yourself or someone else, there is paper back there and a pen or pencil, and you can fill out the prayer request and leave it in that box. I will collect those and I send those out to the prayer team of your church, and those go out everywhere to all the practitioners and ministers. We get prayer requests each and every day, each and every week. I get maybe 2 a week. And I want you to know that, just so you have an idea, eventually I do hear back from the people who have requested the prayers or for themselves or someone else. And we have miraculous, beautiful results from these powerful, powerful prayers that we put out there. So they're always available to you. I recently talked to someone who attends here, and I hadn't seen him in a while. And I said good morning to them. This is a couple of weeks ago. And I said, I haven't seen you. I've missed you. And she says, thank you. I missed you too. And I said, have you been traveling? She says, no, I was just not in a good mood. And I didn't want to bring that to church. I said, that's when you really want to bring that to church. On your toughest day, we want to see you here. On your toughest day, we want to pray with you. We want to hug you and make you realize that everything that you are and want is yours. So even on our toughest days, contact a practitioner, contact a minister or a friend of the church that you feel comfortable talking to. We're here. We're not a sunshine only church. We're here for the tough days too. We all go through them. So I just want to remind everyone of that, please, do not stay away because you're not having a good day and don't want to share that. Okay. Thank you. Our prayer partner this week will be, or today and this week will be Reverend Lowen. Thank you for your service for that. Next week's speaker is Reverend Bob Hand. Is that right, Bob?
It's always possible.
It's always possible. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Let's do the prayer of protection, shall we? The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yes, yes, and yes. Thank you. Patty, you have one more song for us?
I sure do. Yeah.
I would love to hear that, please.
Okay, I'll sing it for you.
All right.
This tune is called One Song. It's based on a poem by Rumi. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song. All the singing is one song. All visions emanate from the one light, one light. All visions emanate from the one light, one light. The sunlight looks a little different in this fall than it does on that wall. But still it's just one light. Bismillah, Rahman, Rahim. Adonai, Elohim. Kyrie, Christe, Ilezam. Wakam tanka, tukan shila. Jai Kali, Jai Krishna, Jai Ram. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tu Svaha. All the singing is one song, one song. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song. All the singing is one song. All the singing is one song. All the singing is one song.
Patty Hump. Beautiful. Reverend Sandy, you come up and give us a closing prayer, please.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Let's just take a moment and settle into our seats and close our eyes. And just let everything that we've talked about today enter. Let it all go into every cell in your body. The love, the peace, that all is one. Let those knowings anchored deeply within your soul, deeply within your body, your cells. For there is only one song. And in that one song, we each play a note. And together, it is the most beautiful song the world has ever heard. And I give such glorious thanks for that which is ours. And say with me, please, and so it is.
Thank you all for joining us today. I hope you have a fabulous week. And we'll see you again next Sunday, right? Okay, good, because I'll be looking for you. Have a great week. Thanks all. Bye-bye.